Lie back down.
I don't know where this concept of more time in video game equals better video game came from. There are two types of games that I spend hours in. The first are games that are scientifically designed to keep me playing. Artificially inflated with unnecessarily huge open worlds, objectives scattered miles away from each other, tens of dozens of collectibles, and other mechanics to quote-unquote give players something to do. Students of the Ubisoft school of game design. Then there's the second type of game that I play endlessly. The game that sneaks up on me, sinks its teeth into me,
Excuse me!
and doesn't let me go until I've pushed away all family and all friends, and the game has me all to itself. Balatro lands in this second category, and it lands hard. So why did Balatro ensnare me so easily? And just to cover it here, the footage that you're seeing throughout this video will be from a single run. I haven't done much chopping and swapping and changing and editing, because I don't think it would do you guys any favors seeing bits and pieces of different runs, so just enjoy this one. Balatro distills roguelikes down to their very essence. It strips away all the fluff, it strips away things like precision and aiming and timing. It takes away characters, location, dialogue, and story. It is purely the element that brings me back to roguelikes again and again, and that's the combination game. The combination game is a strong element in most roguelikes, but Balatro is 99% pure. Before we can look at what I mean by that, let's go back to basics and discuss what even is Balatro. It's both simple and not so simple to explain. It is a card battling roguelike, except without the battling. You have a deck of cards, and when I say cards I mean playing cards, and you make poker hands. You have a score to hit, with each hand scoring differently based on the rules of poker, with the rarer hands scoring more. So far so easy. Then we have the Joker cards, which you can see along the top of the screen here. These are the power-ups, the boons of the traditional roguelike. These cards give different effects, but are primarily for improving the effectiveness of your hands, either through more base score or through higher multipliers. Then there are tarot cards, which allow you to improve your cards and Joker decks, and planet cards, which let you upgrade your hand combinations. Improvements to your card deck could be increasing the number of cards of a particular suit, or by adding or improving the scoring capabilities of individual cards. Laid out like that, it sounds big, but in the moment-to-moment gameplay it all boils down to, once again, the risk and reward core of roguelikes. Do I play a hand, or do I discard some cards fishing for a better hand? What makes the game so addictive is the variety. There are so many jokers and so many card combinations and so many upgrade combinations that each run feels truly unique. I've never felt like I've played the same run twice, so the combination game hits hard, combining your jokers with the adjustments that you've made to your deck to give you the best chance at victory, and potentially just game-breaking insanity. That's what I mean when I say the combination game. What am I combining together in new and interesting ways in order to beat the challenge in front of me? So we have the core gameplay. How is the game structured outside of the individual hands? Well, there are 8 levels, or antes, to defeat, each with 3 rounds, and the final round being a boss battle with a unique effect on the round, like an extra high score to hit, drawing cards face down, or debuffing an entire certain suit. I previously had a few negatives about Card Battler Shogun Showdown in its application of risk and reward gameplay not stretching beyond its rounds and into the overworld. Balatro nails this with its option to skip a round for a reward instead. Playing rounds will give you money, it will also help you level up certain cards in your deck to power them up. You have to weigh up the risk and reward factor here as well. It adds just a sprinkle of spice to the overworld and allows it to feel far more meaningful than just the place that you're walking through. Or in Balatro's case, you're not even seeing the overworld, it's just the sequential run of the game. Presentation-wise, Balatro has a simple retro art style which is pleasant to look at. The sound design does exactly what it needs to, and it isn't too over the top. The music that loops is dangerous. leave it on, and be guaranteed for the music to loop in your brain for hours afterwards. I tend to mix between leaving the game audio on and binging podcasts. I really need a term for the podcastability, quote unquote, of games, so give me some suggestions in the comments down below. I'd love to put some sort of metric to it. Also, like and subscribe while you're there. Every bit of support, it means the world to me. Simple graphics and gameplay, super podcastable. As you'd expect, Balatro is a superb Steam Deck game. Care really has been taken with the controller controls, try saying that 5 times fast, to make them as smooth as possible. You can alternatively use the touchscreen, which is ideal for late night sessions in bed when you don't want to wake up your significant other or the strange creatures that live under your bed. The Steam Deck buttons can get really clicky, especially at night. You can play completely with the touch controls. Battery wise, I don't think it even consumes battery. It may even charge the Steam Deck while you play. I've put loads of hours in on a single charge. Don't ask me how many, because this game is a time vampire. You will miss meals, meetings, and stops on public transport while engrossed in this extremely satisfying roguelike. But yeah, I cannot put a pin on how much battery this game is using. Making such a game so easy to play on the deck is almost evil. There's no escaping Balatro now. In short, super addictive poker-based roguelike wasn't on my 2024 bingo card, but here I am, day-to-day routine in absolute tatters as I clamour for my next royal flush in Balatro. But what's your favourite Joker card in Balatro? And I'm saying from both the design point of view and in its actions within the game. Let me know down below. Thank you for the gift of your time. Balatro has highlighted to me just how valuable that is. And I'll see you next time, which should be soon, hopefully. Or I might be playing more Balatro. We'll see. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.